Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. This is Trading to Glory episode 3. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to everyone for all the mad support I've had so far. We're gaining subs over here on YouTube, followers on Twitch, subscribers on Twitch, massive followers on Twitter. Everything's that's popping off at the moment. I'm really thankful. The first video in this series made like I think 120 views, which is mental because it's my first one. I'm going to try and change the times that they're uploaded after this one. But I want to get this one out for you first thing in the morning, for those of you that do watch my videos, because I think this one's a massively important one. We're going to be talking about the Player of the Month investments for this year, for this month. Essentially, we're sure it's going to be Jamie Vardy. I highly doubt anyone else is going to get it. And the reason why I want to talk to you about it is because I've started investing in players for it, and I've started investing in these guys, because number one, they're Leicester informs. Number two, one of them's English. And you're almost certainly going to need a team of the week for it. I've also been trading. I bought a couple of Sigurdssons. I'm going to probably spend most of the coins I've got on this account. Just because if you can get them as close to discard value as possible, I don't think you've got any risk there. And if you look at Chilwell, for example, this Chilwell here I paid 13k for. This one here I paid 13k for. That one there, 10,750, which is nothing. It's not that really cheap. 13k for him. The Perez's were 12, I think. 12.5, maybe a 13 in there, I think, but no, 12 there as well, and 11.5 there, right? Now, I reckon the Perez's will go to about 15, 16 if we're lucky. I think around about that. So I'm looking at picking up 3k profit-ish per card. The Chilwells, I think, I get 16, possibly 17k, which would mean, again, 2, 3, 4k profit per card. The reason why I'm invested in them is because they do link to him in terms of that league. But the reason why I like Perez, and I think Perez will sleep, everyone sleep on him. I've seen a couple of people say, oh, just go for Chilwell, but Perez links into other leagues. So if it spikes, it's like Premier League Team XYZ. He links into your Sauls and into your Kokes and into your centre-backs from La Liga. All those sort of cheaper players that won't spike as much. And so I think he'll go up more than people realise if it's a team of the week needed. So I'm going for them. But one thing I'll tell you now, do not spend too much on them. Make sure you get them as close to discard as possible. For me, my limit on Chilwell's 13k. I won't want to spend more than 13k. On Perez, it's maybe 12, 12 and a half. I don't want to spend anything more than that. But I think that's a guaranteed profit maker. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed in life, but I think you should be investing in him. Go out as well and look at João Moutinho, Ozil, Sigurdsson. The Sigurdssons I've got there, I think were okay. 1,000. Now, if he doesn't go up, then I'm not making a loss really on him, because I can sell him for 1,100, 1,200 normally as it is. So if I'm going to try and buy 10, 15 of them. I'm going to try and buy 10, 15 Moutinhos, 10, 15 Ozils, as long as the price is right. I'm not going to invest for the sake of investing. But without a doubt, here I'm looking at hopefully making 50, 60, 70k. And it took me half an hour before the stream this evening. And this is the whole point of these series. These series are not here. So randomly, what we're here. Stephen Wims, thank you for the follow. He just popped up on my thing. Thank you much for the follow, bro. These videos are not for people that are got 8-9 hours a day. They're here for you to make quick bucks, quick money, 20, 30, 40, 50k an evening. And literally, these took me, I'm no exaggeration, about 10 minutes to do. I did 2 on stream, I think, to show how easy it was to get these players. People are listing them up for the discard price. It's not hard. It's not difficult. Snipe them, get them in your club, hold on to them. Most important thing I'm going to give you advice-wise for them is do not sell when the Player of the Month's released. Sell in the hype. So Aubameyang ends in 3 days. I'm pretty sure Aubameyang ends on Thursday evening. I'm almost certain of that. And then Vardy's on the Friday. Sell them on the Thursday evening. Once you start to see the profit rise enough, go and sell them. I had a guy DM me and say, oh, I bought a few players and then they went down in value when the guy got released. I can't remember who it was that he was talking about. And I said to him, but you need to sell in the hype. Don't wait. Sell in the hype. And also, don't get greedy. Be happy with a profit. If you make 3k off these cards, if I make 3k, I'm selling them. If I've got 3k profit, that's it. I'm like, well, brilliant. That's 3k a card. Now, even just off this 10 minutes work here, right? I'll tell you, let's say 15 minutes work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I've got 8 of them there. If they make me 3k, that's 24k for 15 minutes work. That's 24k I didn't have before. Once I add all the other players into it, I spend 2-3 hours on them. It's literally a no-brainer. You make so many coins without spending too much time on the game. You can play your games, do what you got to do, have a life outside of FIFA, but still be able to build a competitive team because you traded your way there and not spent FIFA points. So they're the guys I think you need to look at. Look at other 83s, 84s in the Premier League. But also, if you're planning on doing that SBC and you make it cheap as you can, buy the players for it now you think it's going to be. We don't know what the squad's going to be. I'm guessing maybe an 85 and an 84, an 84 and an 83, possibly an 86, depending on how much EA want to do us over. But if you look at the general trend, that PK was what, an 85 and an 84, a team of the week in each, which was a bargain. He's a brilliant player. I think possibly similar to that, 85 and 84, a team of the week in each. You can't go wrong. So I really would implore you, please, 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 if you're going to invest, sell in the hype, but buy them now before everyone gets on top of it. I was streaming and I think it was the Perez at 10.5k and one of my streamers got it. And I was like, why would you stream against me right now? But then I was like, actually, that's good. Because he's got 10.5k. If that goes up to 16k, he's just made himself 5,000 coins. That's mental. That is a mental amount to make for, again, a quick snipe like that. Because he will go up. And if he doesn't go up, you're not really lost anything. So it's not that bad. But yeah, so make sure you get investments in for Vardy now, whatever you do. I next want to talk to you about Champions League is back this week. So we've got Champions League, I believe, tomorrow and Wednesday. And the games are hard to predict this week. There's no like standout marquee game that I think is definitely going to be there. So look at your teams, look at them and think, right, who is likely to get the marquee matchup? And maybe just buy 2 or 3 players from each. If you can get the discard value, buy one from everywhere. Buy them from all over the place. But if you can get discard players from Tottenham, from Real Madrid, whatever, buy them, put them in your club, put them in your trade pile, and if they go up, what happened at the first marquee matchups, I think it was 3 Tottenham players you needed, and they went up to like 2.5, 3k. So if you can buy enough of them and build them up, then do that. Buy your investments for Tottenham now, for Real Madrid now, for Bayern Munich now. I mean, it's going to be difficult with Bundesliga teams. I'm hoping EA don't decide to do that. It would be stupid if they did. But essentially, get your investments bought now for marquee matchups. And the other thing you can look to do, and I don't know what they're looking like at the moment, but earlier on this morning, Blues were dirt cheap. So, like, I'm just going to look at... Who can I look at? Who's in the Champions League that's not going to be that spenny? I might just do special. We'll do max, like, 1,000 and see if anything comes up. So, there you go. So, blue cards. You can get blue cards for 1,000. Let's see if we can get for slightly lower than that. Let's see where we're at. So, 1,100 you can get blue cards for, right? These have all got 58 minutes on them. 1,100, 1,000 there. See if we can get him. We didn't get him, but yeah. Pacini would have been a great one to get. Someone's already got him. People are buying them now. They'll go up. If the marquee matchups requires blue players, they will go up, guaranteed, without fail. There's no debate about that. So if you're buying them, I look at 1,200 now. I look at them and think, right, is there anyone here, like, he's a Brazilian, he might link to someone, I might just pick him up. I might not get anything from him. I might make no money from him at all. But if I do the marquee matchup when he needs him in it, then perfect. If you don't, I'll hold on to him. At some point, he'll be needed and he'll go up in price. And that's the other thing you need to think about. I'm going to buy a couple of these guys, actually. Oh, I'll keep signing now. Bear me 2 seconds. But this is the other thing as well. Buy players when they're not happening. So although I'm telling you now to invest because otherwise I think you're going to miss out on making money tomorrow. Try and buy these players before it comes. So when you're sitting there on a Thursday wondering what to do, and marquee matchups has been, and everything's come out, and players are coming out, and you're seeing these blue cards at 600-700 coins, buy them, invest in them, and hold them for a week or 2 weeks until marquee matchups comes out. Again, in the hype, tomorrow, I might sell those at 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon if I see they've gone up enough. And if they've gone up enough and I think, right, that's worth it, I'll take my profit there and then I won't have to worry about looking at them. The other thing that's happened today as well, on top of this as well, is, I said as well twice then, that's really weird, but as well, they've dropped the League Earn SBC, and I'm telling you now, this one is going to be popular. Both those players are very good. Mayo Lead is okay, but that Delaney is ridiculously good. If you look at those stats, he looks very, very, very good. People are going to do this thing, they're going to want it. If you have any League Earn players in your squad right now, you're not planning on doing this SBC, go and sell them and just trade in them. The same way that I've told you how to trade already, get it up for you a second as well. I'm going to give you a bit of my information that I've got, and I'm going to give it to you for free, because why not? You are all my subs, and sometimes it's nice to do it. This is what I did yesterday, and it took me 10 seconds to do it. Let me go to my desktop so you can see it. That's my full camera. Hi, how we doing? Hope you're all good. So this is my desktop, right? Yesterday I went on to League SBCs, and this is a German league, and these are the ones that were profitable, right? So you've got Cologne, how you want to pronounce it, Köln is how you actually pronounce it. Silver Defenders, Bond Defenders, they sell. So I know now, I can go on there and quickly glance at them. I know roughly the prices of them anyway, so I've got that in my head, I've already had it there. But I can just check what they're selling for, and I can just quickly go through and go bang, 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 bang. And that's how I make my coins. Because I can go, okay, cool, let me go Cologne quickly. Let me go into Werder Bremen quickly and look for silver goalkeepers. Let me go to Mainz and look for defenders and centre mids. Let me go to Frankfurt, look for their defenders. Let me go to Union Berlin. Strikers, defenders, midfielders, everything for Union Berlin sells realistically. The only ones that aren't too great, right mids, left mids, avoid them. Paderborn, pretty much everyone except for fullbacks, because they don't use fullbacks in their SBC. And I did that yesterday, and it took me 10 minutes to do, and I went on today and I made myself 30k. And it's a no-brainer to be doing this sort of stuff, and it takes 10 minutes. And if you can do this, like I say to you, on a Saturday, get up on a Saturday morning before you go football training, before you go and watch the football, before you go and do your makeup if you're a female, whatever it is, go and do this. Just get everything right, get everything in order, get your house in order, so that for the week, You'll play 10 Division Rivals games of an evening, and the next day you can trade because you've got all the stuff there ready to go. Do the same thing for League 1 like I'm going to do. Do the same thing for the Chinese Super League. It looks as if we're now getting them. It looks as if we're now getting them every single week now. We're getting an SBC. So these will fill up quite quickly. And it's only become more profitable and more profitable and more profitable. Open up silver packs. Be happy with them. Like, there's no reason not to. There's silver pack method. I wouldn't say, oh, go and spend those coins on silver packs, but open up a couple. See if you get lucky on them. And if you don't, those silvers eventually will be worth something. They'll go up in price based upon the fact if they're needing an SBC or if they're not needing an SBC. So make sure that you're being smart with the way you're doing it, being smart with your investments, being smart with the way you're opening packs. And if you're not selling right now, don't just discard. Hold them. Hold those players for a little bit and just see what they do. I want to give you one final tip I'm going to give you is this team of the week this week. It looks as if Soyuncu might get one. And there's a load of rumour about it, but apparently Soyuncu, the Leicester centre-back, might get one. He will come out and he'll be discard value the moment he comes out on Wednesday. Purchase him. If he's available, again, and Vardy does get this SBC, even if he doesn't, he's a Premier League team of the week, he will go up in value. If you can get him a discard price, which he will be initially, buy loads. If I see him at discard price, I'm buying 50 of them without fail. There's no risk involved in it. If it's risk-free, Soyuncu's rumoured to be getting one. I think they want to reward him for the fact that they've a ridiculous start to the season so far. So I would definitely 100% get involved in Soyuncu. He's a no-brainer. You'd be crazy if you don't do that. And I also, for the final thing to go over this week is time to buy, time to sell. I know I talked about this in my last video, but in this video again, squad battles came out today. As I predicted, market crashed, and then it's starting to climb now bit by bit. Screen players are on the rise. So if you sold your screen players now, I think you've done the right thing. You sold in the hype because I feel they'll crash a little bit again. I don't think they're going to keep going up and up and up eventually. I know everyone says when they're out of packs they keep going up, but I don't think that's going to be necessarily true of the screen players. I think the market's been flooded with quite a few of them. But so screen players could be a good investment at the moment. I know Robin Yoli went from like 72k to 94k. So players like that, have a look at them, see what they're going for, see if you can snipe a few, see if you can get involved in that. But that's going to be the end of the video, lads, just for today and for the investments that I'm talking about. But I can guarantee you, if you do what I'm doing, you're going to make coins. I hope to God you go and do what I'm doing because it's free money. It's literally like printing money. But that is going to be the end of the video, lads. Please do not forget, drop me a subscription here. Like, comment, do anything you can and help me get my name out there. We're doing really well at the moment. Make sure, down below, I've got my Twitch. Make sure you come and follow us and have fun in the streams. We have a brilliant time. But for now, lads, I'm out. Have a lovely evening. Now it's morning. Have a lovely day, to be fair, because it's going to be Tuesday by the time this goes out. Or do I admit it's going out live tonight? No, we'll go live in the morning. It's fine. That way you'll see it. But make sure you have a lovely evening. Make sure you have a lovely day. Make sure you have a good week. We'll be back with another video, hopefully on Wednesday. Depends what happens on Tuesday. If anything drops on Tuesday, I'll drop another video. But for now, see you later, lads. I'm Foster for E. Peace out.